this one pains me to make. Okay, so being a Giants fan, and a sad one at the least, I've had my first-hand look at Daniel Jones throughout his first 1.5 seasons in the NFL. Being drafted 6th overall, it was safe to say that the pickup of the former zero-star recruit out of high school wasn't exactly the most liked pick out of the available options. And so far in his short career, he's been one of the most polarizing quarterbacks to try to dissect. However, today I'm going to be trying to do that and answer the question, what in the actual world is happening to Daniel Jones? Alright, so let's start from the beginning. Sort of. As I stated before, coming out of Charlotte Latin School in North Carolina, Jones was ranked as a zero-star recruit. Seeing his future in football being pretty much a long shot, Jones attended Duke University, where he'd be fighting for the starting job there. Trust me, kids, don't get your hopes up quite yet. Yes, I know Duke, while being widely known as having one of the best basketball programs in the country, the same cannot be said for their football program. It says it's trying to mean it's trash. Anyways, with Jones under center after starting quarterback Thomas Sirk went down with a season-ending injury, the Blue Devils finished 4-8, being the only season in 4 years they missed the opportunity to play in a bowl game. Jones capped off his college career after another mediocre season from Duke and Jones himself. However, Jones was still considered to be a player that could thrive at the next level. After a season cap-off with a Senior Bowl MVP where he led the North to a victory over the South, Jones was prepared for the NFL draft. Many mock drafts had the Giants, who held the 6th overall pick in the 2019 draft, selecting Ohio State standout quarterback Dwayne Haskins Jr., while Jones was expected to fall to the mid-first round. However, on draft night 2019, Dave Gettleman will make one of the most polarizing picks in Giants draft history.
Who is it? Who is it? Oh my fucking God! Oh my fuck! You gotta be fucking kidding me! You've gotta be fucking kidding me! How did they take Daniel Jones? How did they fucking take Daniel Jones? The New York Giants just took Daniel Jones over Josh Allen!
The New York Giants select Daniel Jones.
Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my!
Yeah, that pick didn't necessarily sit well for a lot of Giants fans, admittedly including myself. However, Jones' preseason campaign ahead of the 2019-20 season would show some serious promise for the Duke alum. Being a person that didn't exactly watch the preseason games, I only got to relive highlights from Jones' first 4 career starts. However, from what I saw and from what you're seeing on your screen right now, granted it is against preseason teams, but he's showing some serious potential. Jones wouldn't get to start until week 3 of the 2019 season, where the Giants finally made the move to bench the aging Eli Manning and instead bring in the 22-year-old Daniel Jones. What he was about to do that day would bring serious hope in the spirits of Giants fans across the country.
Two hands. Can't afford to hit you in a bad place.
On 2nd and goal, this is Jones inside the 5 to the end zone. Touchdown!
Oh, he knew that was coming eventually.
There. 1st and 10, 25-yard line off the fake to Goldman. Jones pass is caught by Evan Engram, still going down the sideline. Evan Engram will take this all the way.
What a great read by Daniel Jones. More importantly, what a great job by Evan.
2-point conversion attempt. Jones throws and finds his man, Sterling Shepard. So the Giants...
I was not.
Now Jones escapes pressure, fires downfield, and it's caught! Darius Slayton!
Man, this kid is awesome.
Shepard, 3rd and goal from the 7. Daniel Jones on 3rd down, lobs one up. There is a flag, and it is a catch by Sterling Shepard for a Giants touch. 2 third-quarter touchdowns, now a 6-point game. Jones on 2nd down, fires, and it's caught. Across midfield from the Bucs 49. Jones to the outside. It is Evan Engram who makes the catch. Got 2 feet.
You're looking at why.
On 2nd down, Jones to a wide open. Sterling Shepard inside the 20. Still going. Finally brought down at the 12. On 4th and 5, Jones steps up, takes off, he's in! Touchdown!
That's the danger.
Matt Gay's kick is no good!
Finishing the game 23 for 36 for 336 yards and 2 touchdowns, Jones led the Giants back from being down 28-10 at halftime to eventually win the game 32-31 after a Jones-led game-winning drive and a missed Matt Gay field goal for the Bucs sealed the Giants' first win of the new season. However, Jones wouldn't have another repeat game like that until Week 12 of the 2019 season, where he threw for 352 yards and 5 touchdowns against a struggling Redskins defense. A shaky, yet promising rookie campaign for the kid from North Carolina led lots of fans to believe that maybe, just maybe, Jones can be the successor of Eli Manning that we all thought he would be, and, over time, develop into a quarterback that will lead us to a Super Bowl. Boy, oh boy, were they wrong.
Of this drive coming up. Jones scrambling again. Hit as he throws, ball lofted in the air, and it's intercepted.
3rd and 6 now for New York. Opening drive for the Giants. Jones pump fake. Jones in trouble. And Jones is sacked. The extra defensive back for Chicago. Shotgun. Jones fires it. And it's intercepted. Picked off. And it is Bush.
Pretty quick on this first drive. Fake to Gallman, pitch, fumble on the play, it's loose, and it looks like the 49ers have it, and they do.
5 to 8 times this week, and you probably did it flawlessly, and it's just a simple pitch.
4-man rush, Jones with pressure, throws, and it's intercepted. Fred Warner has the pick, and the 49ers set up with great field position.
Inside of a minute to go. Jones steps up and fires, and it's picked off!
Where Daniel Jones wants to go with this football, and look at that.
Pressure, ball comes out, and it's scooped up. Brown has it and returns it for the touchdown.
1st and goal. Daniel Jones under pressure, launching away. Kendall Fuller will pull it in.
Up so he can have the most success.
Quick throw, and that is picked.
Ingram couldn't catch it, but popped it into the air, and there was Jalen Mills. Jones in trouble. Ball's knocked out by Graham, and recovered by Philadelphia. Is that going to win the ball game?
In your lesson, this ball should be thrown away. It's easy. It's not even a question. The play is dead. Daniel Jones is going down. He's in the grasp. Throw it in the dirt. Even if you get a grounding penalty, it's better than nothing. But this is what Jason Garrett has been emotional about with Daniel Jones, and he hasn't.
Okay, now we get into the gloomy stuff. Alright, I know, it's extremely painful to watch that. For the casual football fan, this is just another circumstance of a top-rated quarterback not living up to high expectations or just not being the guy for his given franchise. While all of that is quite obviously true, I believe it runs a bit deeper. Even from the beginning, most Giants fans, myself included, believed that it was his supporting cast that made him look as bad as he did. I mean, come on. He lost Saquon in Week 2 to a season-ending ACL tear. He didn't have Sterling Shepard because he had injury for a while. He had to deal with the brick hands of Evan Engram multiple times. I mean, come on. The guy just couldn't catch a break. He also had essentially 1.5 seconds to throw the football before then he was nailed because his O-line were essentially revolving doors. But what gave me inspiration to make this video was what happened last Monday against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Everything, I mean everything, was put on the table for Jones. His O-line did an amazing job blocking. Wayne Gallman did amazing in his game subbing in for the injured Devontae Freeman. The receivers frequently got open and were absolutely shredding the Tampa Bay secondary apart. All he had to do was just make the smart NFL decisions, and the game will be sealed one of the most surprising upsets of the season. However, as you and I both know, that is not what happened at all.
Good protection, now it breaks down. Jones hasn't run all night, and it's picked off. Intercepted, Sean Murphy bunting.
Pressure comes late. Jones hit as he throws, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Carlton Davis. Jones throwing for it, and it is knocked away. Dion Lewis.
You see, it's a difficult task trying to pick apart someone and trying to showcase what really is going on with Daniel Jones. To be completely honest, he's the most conflicted I've ever been with a quarterback. You see, on one side, you see what Jones has been capable of doing out there on the field when he has his good days. However, on the other side, you have the games that really make you question why in the world Dave Gettleman wasted the 6th overall pick on a guy that's upside is a surprisingly great running ability and I guess his decent pocket presence. Okay, anyways, enough wasting your time. Let's get down to the reasons why Daniel Jones is having such a horrendous down year. First off, I believe Daniel Jones just has too much confidence in himself. Trust me. I know how important confidence is in making a superstar quarterback. However, Jones is quite literally too confident in his ability. He is a quarterback that strongly believes he can make every play and tries too hard to be the hero. For example, in that exact game against the Bucs, Jones believed in his ability too much, and instead of throwing it away to live another down, he threw it right into the waiting hands of Sean Murphy bunting. I mean, it's unbelievable. You think that an NFL quarterback will be able to make that decision and be able to realize that he has to throw a football into bounds. But that's what I'm talking about. With Jones, he believes he can make every play possible. He tried to make that play thinking he'd be the hero, and instead he ended up losing the game, technically. Anyways, the second reason I have is I believe Jones is just simply not able to process information quick. I mean, something that all the pros have in common, whether it be Patrick Mahomes, Russell Wilson, Aaron Rodgers, Josh Allen, etc., so they all process information extremely quickly. All the top-level quarterbacks only need a split second to process the open receiver and throw the ball. A pattern I see with Jones a lot is that he likes to hesitate, like a lot. There are many plays where there's just an open receiver sitting right in front of him, and he will just kind of sit there, staring at them before either running out of time before he's sacked or running out of time into the window to throw an easy 10-plus yard play, closes, and he panics, trying to find another receiver, which leads to an ugly interception we see him make on a daily basis. Okay, we're going to try a new thing. I'm going to try to pick apart. I picked a few plays here to try to kind of figure out where Jones is trying to do or what he's trying to do and what he's doing wrong. Okay, so I got this play. This against the Cowboys, a game where they eventually ended up losing, as we all know. So let's see. So we're going to snap the football. It's going to be a fake to Wayne Gallman, a nice little play. Right here, though, you could just see the two blitzing players right here. There's nothing you can do in this situation, Jones. No one's open. Not as far as I can see. Look, when Jones, again, he's going to get rushed from behind. There's no one open. I understand he's getting hit from his blind side. It's difficult to look, but, like, I feel in this situation, Jones, you can see one of those guys right there. You can see that man blitzing through that gap. You have to throw that football away. You don't see anyone down the field. No one's getting open. You have to throw it away. But instead, he doesn't. He fumbles it, and it's returned for a touchdown eventually. I mean, don't give any credit at all to Andrew Thomas either. Thomas did absolutely nothing to try to stop this. He was essentially, as I said, a revolving door right here. Jones had literally no time to throw the football. He dropped back and immediately was pressured. They were expecting run, and when they didn't get run, instead of covering Wayne Gallman, they made the smart decision to decide to go right for Jones. Look at the receivers. The receivers are absolutely nowhere open whatsoever. I mean, granted, it could be the play call. They're just running their routes. And then their O-line. This side of the O-line right here, the right side of the O-line is doing great. They're doing great, but Andrew Thomas himself just ruins it. Right as you just look at it, right, and he just breaks it. It's right there. he's just setting poor Daniel up for tragedy. And tragedy is obviously exactly what happened. Bang, right there. Fumbles football, gone for a touchdown. These type of plays, I don't really see as Jones' fault, but I feel like he has to be smarter. All right, these are the plays you've all been waiting for. The New York Giants versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Okay, this play is just a tragedy. This is horrible. So the Giants are in field goal range technically. Graham Gano could probably make this. He's made one from 62 at one point. Graham Gano's got some power behind his leg. Don't even doubt that. So here we go. It's going to be a quick little snap here to the outside. Gallman's going to drop on a screen here. And so far, look at that. Look at the cover. You have no one rushing you. Andrew Thomas, who blew it last game, is doing great. Look at that. Look at it. Look at that block. Beautiful. Anyways, right here, across the middle of the field, if you throw the ball right, you have a wide open, I believe that is Golden Tate. But, okay, so here we go. So, you're going to see Cam Fleming misses block. Jones. He's getting wrapped up. Throw the football away. This is the only thing you can do in this situation. Throw the football away. Live to fight another down. Kick the field goal. It doesn't matter. Just live to play another down. And instead, obviously, Jones throws it just an easy interception. Like, there's no excuses for this. Look at it. It's just such an easy interception to Sean Murphy Bunting. There's no excuse for this. This is the mental errors that it really hits me. Like, this, we could have easily won this game. If we won this game, it will be one of the biggest upsets of the season. The Tom Brady-led Tampa Bay Buccaneers lose to the 1-5 or 1-6 Giants. That will be a storyline, you know? But instead, Jones goes out and just does one of the most... Okay, here is the defending of my second point here. Of he just doesn't process information quick enough. Okay, he cocks his arm back right here. He's planning on throwing the ball. Throw the ball. He's open. If you make a good enough throw, you got it. You're wide open middle. You can probably get ball to like 10-yard line, bang, you're in the red zone now. But he hesitates. And that hesitation leads to that. And then that initial hesitation then leads to Jones believing that he is the hero and he can make any throw and makes a horrendous pass right into the hands of Sean Murphy Bunting. All right, we got a final play here. We got 3 different plays from 3 different weeks. So here we go. This is against the Los Angeles Rams in LA. This is another game we could have easily won. So let's watch. So Jones, South football, got Deion Lewis in the backfield. A nice block from Lewis right here, by the way. A nice little block, a beautiful block. Jones steps up. He's got it. Look, the receiver is wide open. Just got to make the throw. And he misses him. He throws it way too high. That is Golden Tate cannot catch that football, Jones. You're not being pressured. No one is in your face. Like, he has absolutely no one in his face. He just needs to make that throw. Make a little bullet pass to his chest. And he throws it nearly like a lot, way too high. And Golden Tate has absolutely no way of getting to that football. These are the kind of throws that Jones needs to improve on. Listen, I am in no doubt saying that Jones does not have the physical talent. Jones has the physical talent. He's tall, he's fast, he has a good arm. It's just in these clutch situations where he needs to throw the ball right, he doesn't. He decides to throw the ball way too high for a receiver that right here. So I'm gonna play this again here. So Tate, a beautiful route, absolutely beautiful route from Tate here. Fools the corner, but doesn't really fool the corner, but he gets it free of the corner right here. Jones just needs to make the good throw, and he doesn't. So this is the final play, obviously, I'm going to show you, but this is just a few examples as to just how Jones can just take a game that should be the Giants to win, and a few horribly major mental and physical mistakes just cost us the game. Each and every game. I mean, I wouldn't say it's always been Jones' fault. Against the Eagles, he did great. It was Evan Engram's fault. Evan Engram had decided to have bricks for hands and he lost. But in the majority of our games, it's been Daniel Jones' mental errors that have cost us this much. And when you make throws like that don't hit their intended receiver, it doesn't even hit him. It quite literally misses him by the farthest you could ever. If I had to, I'd rant my ass off right now, but I'm not going to. And instead, I'm just going to cut it back to my initial conclusion. Listen, I know I've been bashing him the entire video. Listen, in no way do I believe Daniel Jones' issues are unfixable. I believe that a few weeks of dedication toward the film room and learning when and when not to throw the football can definitely improve his overall performances that we will see him on the field each week. However, if Jones wants to keep his starting job in the National Football League, he's going to need to fix his issues fast. If you ask me, I give him to the end of the season to show at least a little bit of improvement towards his overall game. If he does this, that's great. He will most likely keep his starting job for the Giants, and everything will go better. If these improvements are not shown, however, I believe that Jones' tenure as the Giants' starting quarterback can be in serious jeopardy. Think about it. With guys like Trevor Lawrence, Justin Fields, and Trey Lance all being top players in this year's draft, Jones has to act fairly quickly to righten the ship if he wants to keep his job. Anyways, guys, that's going to do it for today's video. If you're new to the channel, you like what you see, hitting the subscribe button would actually really be greatly appreciated. Also, for some apparent reason you want to help me get to 500 followers on Instagram, or you just really want to stalk my account for every time I post, like every 3 months, the link will be down in the description below. Anyway, guys, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you whenever I feel like making another video, which will probably be in like 2 or 3 months, whenever I have the dedication and I feel like it. So yeah, peace.